Okay, let's do some block dyeing. I've dispensed some medium brown EcoFlow water-based stain into the cap of the container. I've got a blotting cloth, very important. I've got my pieces which already have their base color in them. I've got about 6 layers of paper towels, more than enough for this project. And I've got Q-tips. I'm simply gonna dab some stain, roll it onto an edge, blot, and then do the two-toning. And we're gonna go ahead and do this one first. Blot, always blot. If you don't, you could have a lot of bleed on your project. Okay, very subtle. Little more. Blot. Block dye very carefully. Blot. Do it again. I'm going to do it one more time. Blot. Make sure I got my end done the way I want. And guys, pretty two-tone. Let's move on to the next one. Apply dye, blot, again. Just be very patient. Just keep slowly working your project. Patience is the key here, folks. Do it one more time. I'm getting close to liking this. All right, guys. I'm going to stop there on that one. I like that one. Now let's go to our last piece where we used our texturing tool, the Folsom, and we textured the surface first. Then we stamped on top of that. I call that texture over stamping. I've got a couple of videos on that technique. Let's apply our dye. Let's blot. Gonna do it one more time. There you go. A variegated surface block dyed. Now we're moving along to our two aniline veg tan pieces. And I'm going to show you how I like to do this. I'm going to do what I call a partial block. I like to use Super Shene to do my resisting. And I'm going to use the block dye method so that I partially block the black highlight stain that I'm going to use on top of this. So same technique. I've got a piece of wood with some, I've got 4 pieces of paper towel. And I'm simply going to take some Super Shene, put it on an edge, and apply it. Now that's kind of probably hard to see in the video, but I'm not doing a saturated resist. I'm just resisting the high points. I'm going to do this a couple of times. One more time, I think. That'll be just right for this one. And I'll do the other one too. Now these are going to have to sit up for at least 24 hours, okay? So I've done that one. I'm going to do the other one the exact same way. Okay, let's start with one of our bracelet blanks and then use our highlight stain and just saturate it like we were doing a normal highlight. So I'm just going to saturate this completely. And I'm going to wipe it off, come back and show you what it looks like. There you go. There's the use of the highlight, the black highlight, over the aniline dye with a partial block. Now let's take the next one and do a block dye. See what happens. Now again, you'll notice I didn't blot that one. Not very smart on my part. I'm going to do another coat, make sure I blot it. And guys, that's it. Let me wipe that off a little bit. Just the slightest bit of highlighting on some of the points on this design. So that's it. This is part 1 of this video, guys. I'll break this up. I'll go back on all these bracelets. I will finish them, put the hardware on them, and show you what they look like afterwards.